tell Miami fans what sort of a player are they getting in Cormani McClain?
Yeah, I think that part gets lost in all the hoopla. This is an elite alpha prospect, a modern, true new age cornerback who has not yet scratched the surface of what he's going to be. Cormani was a great receiver just a couple years ago. Pandemic year, switches over to DB full time at Lake Gibson High School. And since 2020, more than 20 interceptions to his name, nearly one interception per game. And you have to think about how impressive that is by itself. But when you think of the reputation Cormani McClain has and the lack of targets heading his way, particularly over the last 12 plus months, really that number becomes much more impressive. But he's 6'1, 6'2, 170 pounds or so, incredible length, incredible explosiveness, instincts, and most importantly, in this day and age for that position, incredible ball skills. He tracks the
Yeah.
football like you would expect a former wide receiver to track that thing. When the ball is in the air, it is his more times than not. And now he's at Lakeland High School doing it against a national schedule on Friday nights and has been just the same. There's been no drop off despite transferring, despite facing different schools. There's been no drop off from Cormani yet. And still, he's a couple years into his cornerback journey. So there is a sense that once he fills out his frame a little bit and really is all focused on the technical aspects of cornerbacking, this is your Sauce Gardner, this is your Derek Stingley, this is your new age modern boundary corner that is an All-American and goes early in the draft. Obviously, a lot to say about him, in terms of his ceiling and what he might be, but the traits, the tangible production that he's already shown and just the flashes of athleticism one-on-one in any setting, right? Because basketball 7-on-7, he's elite there at the South Florida Express. I mean, there's just nothing that really gets by this kid on a consistent basis. And you think about the modern offenses and what these pass happy offenses and big bodied wide receivers want to do. It's winning contested catches, it's back shoulder throws, it's placement. And when you combat that idealistically, you've got great length, instincts, and ball skills. And Cormani absolutely checks all those boxes. And he's an underrated run supporter. He's a physical prospect who will come down and lay the lumber as much as his 170 pounds will allow. So even that will be looked at as an enhanced strength once he puts on a little bit more weight and gets into an ACC strength and conditioning program as well. So this is as good a cornerback prospect as we've scouted. This is an elite football player, period. Even if he was a receiver, he'd be in that blue chip, nearly 5-star type range. He is that athletic and that impressive when the ball is in the air.